Well, and then there was one. Hey, fellow traders, it's Black Coffee Trader. It is Monday, June the 30th, last day of June. Glad to see this month roll to an end. But yeah, we lost these two PAs today, so I am down to one funded account. Hence the opening line, and then there was one. Not really dissatisfied with today. Today was completely sideways choppy day. NASDAQ, we opened up here around the 22,890, something like that. So the low of today was around the 22,782s, the high closing around the 22,934s. So not a big move today, very much a sideways choppy day, very, very ugly price action. Not my trading, not the best way for me to trade, which I saw that fairly early on. Took 3 trades today. One of the things I am going to mention that I just thinking about 3 things over the weekend, I am definitely going to adhere to this going forward. 3 losses and I'm out. Doesn't matter if it's a $10 loss or a $200 loss. 3 losing trades in a day and I'm out. And that was the rule today. And so obviously we had 3 losses and now with 270. But we did lose these 2. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm not going to, I've been too tied to the accounts. And man, when you get a funded account that starts to go into drawdown and you don't have much left, and it just really becomes stressful. I don't want to be a cycle through accounts type of trader. That's not my goal at all. I want these accounts for a long time, but there comes a point when I just have to be okay with it. And like, I feel completely fine today, even though I blew those two accounts. I followed my plan and I was just wrong. I took 3 trades today. All 3 of them were wrong. Choppy day, nasty session. If these accounts were, in good shape, I would think nothing of it. I'd be like, you know what, it was a red day and move on. And that's really how I'm going to approach it. Unfortunately, we just have to jump onto the eval bandwagon, which is not something I like to do, but that's what's in front of us. So the trades today, I took 2 trades on the Russell. The first one here, we had a very nice hold of this 2191, and this was this level right here. I was looking for that to potentially hold in the pre-market. If we got to pull back to that, looking for a bounce long. Got a great hold, and I finally took the entry. And we just chopped around and I finally get out. This, for some reason, this thing, I reloaded NinjaTrader today and it's got these trades reversed. This was actually a long trade and I got stopped out here, not a short trade here that got stopped out there. So anyway, this thing's all cattywampus on us. But anyway, so again, good setup. It just didn't work and that's okay. And we're out of it. I then got back into this trade about an hour after I got stopped out. We had this hold coming in and it really, I'm a little bit sad that I got fooled here, but I got in here on this consolidation and it just tanked and I got a trade with a small loss, $60, but just, wrong. And the Russell really did nothing today. Essentially, it really did nothing. So nothing there. I did take one more trade then on, I believe it was the Dow Jones. Yes, I was looking at, in the morning session, we broke below the Friday high of day. We broke above it, very nice move up, and we pulled back and we started to get a hold coming in. And I waited until I had a good hold. We were starting to move higher, and I took the entry long here. Again, this is not correct. This is a long trade. Got stopped out here, and finally got stopped out there for a minimal loss, and that's what blew those accounts because I didn't have much drawdown left. And this other account we're at about 600, so we might be able to save that one. But 3 shots and they were just wrong today. It was not a good trading day for me and for my type of trading, my strategy. The break and retest, I mean, the shot is there, the trade is there, just the follow through was not there. When you have these up down, just sideways choppy days, it's not the best type of trading. So anyway, so the update's going to be short and sweet today. There's not that much to talk about. Here's today, 8/28. And let's look at the month. I think the month is probably this month. We are down 10 grand, which is bad. 36.8, so about a 37% win rate. And my average win to loss is better this month, 1.08. So I'm average 99.5 this month. Average loser was 92.5. That would be okay if this was a 55% win rate, but it's not. So what was last month? Last month, I feel like the win rate was better, but I don't know about the average win to loss. Yeah, the win rate was 50%, but look, 0.6, so 71 and 111. So I did improve this, but we weren't quite as accurate and ended up with a worse month. So anyway, glad to see June come to a close. And again, I'm just going to stick to my guns. If I look back at some of these big red days that I had, if I had stuck to this 3 strikes I'm out rule, in other words, 3 losses and I'm out, would have been a lot better. And so that's one of the things I definitely plan to do going forward, is really stick to that. If I have 3 losing trades, I'm out. Like I said earlier, I'm going to have to be buying some evals. I think the goal is to get, I'm going to try to get to 10 funded Apex accounts. I was going to wait for a 90% off sale to try to get to 20. And I thought, well, I'm down now to 1, and I'm going to have to focus. I'm really going to focus largely on trying to get some evals passed. I'm not really going to focus that much on trading this account. I may trade it some, but I'm really going to try to focus on getting some evals passed. I'm also going to try to get some, at least 1 take profit eval, and 1 or 2 tradeifys. I'd love to get at least 1 tradeify and 1 take profit, and then get about 10 of the Apex accounts passed. That's going to be the goal going forward. So as far as daily updates, I'm not sure how many or how frequent I'm going to do daily updates, since I'm only trading 1 funded account. There's not a lot of not a lot of interest in one, whatever. We'll see. I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how I feel and how the days are. And if I have some good trades, maybe I'll share it. But I'm going to probably be kind of laying low as far as video content for the next week or 2 until I get some accounts passed and more funded accounts going. I'll probably still do the morning trade plan. I'm probably still going to do the trade plan. That really keeps me accountable. So look for that, and if you'll be able to see where this account's sitting at, because I show that every morning. I'm not highlighting it, but it's there, so you'll be able to follow along for those of you that are interested in this account's journey. So that'll be the plan going forward for the next probably week or 2 until I get some more funded accounts, and just sticking to the plan. So that's that. Worth noting is that, by the way, I do need to update my expenses, or I will need to update expenses probably by tomorrow or so as I get some more of these accounts purchased. I need to jump on that right now. I think Tradeify's sale is ending. I don't have a code, but that sale I think ends tonight, I think. And the take profit, well, the Apex sales going on 80% off, and the take profit discount changed to 40%. I think that banner is going to pop up here in just a minute. Yep. Whoops, it did not. I forgot to change that, but that is a 40% off no activation fee. So I didn't do the math, but it's probably going to be right around $100. You get a take profit eval for $100. You pass it, you have a funded account for a $100 bill. So or somewhere thereabouts. So anyway, thank you for using my code, those of you guys that do. And by the way, worth noting, especially with Take Profit Trader, if you have clicked a link of mine and the way they changed their discount code, it's auto-populating with their code. So if you want me to get credit for any sale, you have to make sure that you enter code BCT. So please do that if you don't mind. It does help me out. I certainly do not make a lot of money off of affiliates, but it does give me a couple bucks a month that helps me with some evals. So thank you for supporting the channel. Those of you that do, I certainly do appreciate that. And hopefully we can pass some accounts, get back into the green, and just stick to the trading plan. I feel like the last month I've made too many adjustments to how I trade, and I'm just back to, scaling out of positions, and I need to really adhere to this like a 3 strike and I'm out rule, and just don't let the big red days come up. That's really been the problem factor. So that's going to be the plan going forward. So we'll have updates along the way, but probably not quite as many for the next couple of weeks. So till next time, take care, stay green, my friends, and so long.